wondered what it's like to move from foggy London to sunny Jamaica? Hello everybody, if you're a new viewer, welcome! A huge thanks to everybody who clicked on my thumbnail to watch this video. There are so many reasons why I decided to move from the UK to Jamaica. I really would love it if you could stay to the end, because I'm going to talk to you about a very unexpected, life-changing event that happened when I moved from Montego Bay to Kingston. I have so many memories of my time when I would come to Jamaica on vacation. One of the distinct memories are being in the car, being on the highway, the windows are down, feeling every aspect of the sun on my body. It's engulfing me like a lovely warm blanket. I used to always imagine and think to myself, I wish that I could be living here. I wish that I could be working here. But it wasn't just a holiday and I'd be going home in 6 days' time, or I just landed 2 days ago and I've got 11 days left. Who'd have thought 12 years later, what I was wishing for, what I was imagining, I'm actually doing. Today I decided to wear green, and I thought it was fitting because it's one of the colours of the Jamaican flag. How awesome and great timing that I'm talking to you about why I moved to Jamaica. Guess what's happening right now? The Olympics, and Jamaica is all the way in Paris right now, representing our country. I lived and I worked in Paris for 2 years. When I'd moved there, I realised that I enjoyed getting to know different cultures, different ways of living, getting to be exposed to different management and leadership styles, team dynamics. It fascinated me. That's one of the reasons why I also created the Leadership and Talent Development Excellence channel, because of the experiences that I've gone through. And I wanted to share the global aspect and approach to how people think differently, see different perspectives. Walking along Avenue Charles de Gaulle, taking a stroll along the River Seine. It was amazing. That was one of the reasons that inspired me to want to continue to keep traveling. When I found out my parents were Jamaican, I was like,
oh my goodness, I can move and live in Jamaica and I can continue to experience all the things that I experienced in Paris, France.
I actually lived in Nice-sur-Seine, which is a little suburb outside of Paris. If you want me to make any more videos on this topic, if you have any questions that you want me to answer, please let me know in the comments. Throughout my career, I have extensively travelled, travelling up and down the United Kingdom. I would be in Northampton, I'd then be in Manchester, I'd then be back in London. I travelled to Ireland and then moving to Paris. That was the biggest, I'd say, game changer for me in regards to travelling. So not only was I travelling, but I was living in a different country. And when I was there, in my role, I travelled to Portugal, I travelled to Greece. When I found out my parents were Jamaican, I was like,
if my parents are Jamaican, that means that I can move to Jamaica and live and work there. I was like, yes, I'm on my way from foggy London to sunny Jamaica.
The company that I was working for, I ended up doing even more travel. I ended up going to the United States, to the Philippines, to Guatemala. Climate and cuisine all coming together to make a perfect combination as why I needed to move to Jamaica. Growing up in England, my parents didn't sit us down and say,
do you know that we are Jamaican and we weren't born in the UK? Did you know that your grandparents are not English, they're Jamaican?
Although when I think back now, I wondered why when I'd have a conversation with my grandparents, they would speak to me in patois and I would respond to them in English. In our household, we grew up in a dual household. I'll give you an example where it concerns the food that we eat. On Sunday, I know about a roast dinner, roast potatoes, roast beef, roast chicken, gravy and vegetables. I also know about curry goat, oxtail, rice and peas, fried fish, steamed veg. For breakfast, I know about eggs, sausage, baked beans, bubble and squeak. But I also know about callaloo and saltfish, ackee and saltfish, plantain and fried dumpling. So these are some examples of a dual household where we did eat English recipes and Jamaican recipes. My parents didn't really specifically say that. I never knew. I just saw it as food. When I was on vacation in Jamaica, I would have a list of all the things that I wanted to eat. Pizza Hut, it was KFC. And because the Pizza Hut in Jamaica is on a different level compared to England. It's out of this world. KFC, your drinks are unlimited. So you can keep going up and down to have more drink. Yeah, you couldn't do that in England. I also remember tasting ackee and callaloo for the first time. The ackee was picked from a tree. The callaloo was chopped up fresh and then cooked. And all this time living in England, I'm eating ackee out of a tin. I'm eating callaloo out of a tin. The first time that I ever ate breadfruit or knew about breadfruit was in Jamaica. If you have any questions that you want to ask me about me relocating to the Caribbean, please feel free to write in the comments as well. I lived in Kent and I worked in the City of London. It's at least an hour and a half, 2 hours to get from wherever you are in Kent to London. I would be waking up and it was nighttime. So I'd be getting up about 5 o'clock, 5:30. And then on the way home, it would be nighttime as well. It's usually a 5:30, 6 o'clock train that you're getting and it's dark. And you're looking at getting home around about 8 o'clock. And I was doing this not for a few months, but for years. I thought, I can't live like this. I don't want to live like this. And then when it is sunny, it's like you can count how many days of sun there is. I am personified by the sun. I am personified by weather. I want to hear from you, everybody. Tell me in the comments, has anybody that's watching this video right now experienced something similar to me? Have you moved from foggy London to sunny Jamaica? Or have you just moved from one country to another? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you everybody for staying right to the end so that I can let you know the biggest life-changing experience, very unexpected, from me moving from Montego Bay to Kingston. If you love this content and if you've been enjoying the things that I've been sharing of my personal story, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. 12 years ago, when I moved to Jamaica, one of the things that I needed to think about was me being single and whether or not it was something that I was gonna be okay with and to continue being single. I'm English, I have an English accent, and having an English accent can have its pros and its cons. I was worried and concerned about the relationships that I would have in Jamaica and always be fearful and second guessing myself as to why are they with me? Is it because they think that I can get them to England? Those are the realities. It might be quite controversial, but it's true. I had relationships, but they didn't work out. After they didn't work out, I thought to myself, you know what, Nats? Are you okay in not being in a relationship while living in Jamaica? I was okay with it and I embraced it. When I moved from Montego Bay to Kingston, I did meet somebody which didn't work out. And then the pandemic hit. During the pandemic, I met Mala. The person that I ended up meeting has significantly changed my life, my way of living, my lifestyle. My fiance is a Rastafarian. That to me was something very unexpected, somebody that I could connect with. Mala has said to me, I like your vibes and your energy. And I was like, yeah, me too. Last year, December, I stopped eating meat. It wasn't something that Mala had expected or required me to do. It was something that he would have loved for me to do, but he never ever tried to impress upon me his perspective, his ideas, his opinion. I'm a foodie, so I love fried fish, steamed fish, baked fish, brown stew fish, roast fish. It's the best decision that I've made. I feel different. I feel much more lighter. When I eat meat, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go sleep now. When I eat fish, I am also sometimes hungry still after I eat fish, but I do feel very lighter. I feel like I have more movements. Mala drinks juices that he prepares himself. Beetroot juice, passion fruit, or carrot juice, cucumber juice. I've never had juices like that in my life. Being exposed and introduced to creating juices was a life changer for me. I could easily transition to it because I'd stopped drinking fizzy drinks. I was drinking juices, but they're the juices that you buy at the carton that has lots of sugar in it. I started to create my own juices. I don't have sugar in it. I substitute the sugar for things like honey, turmeric, or ginger. Every 2 to 3 days, I get the blender out, I put my pak choy, callaloo, beetroot in there. I'll put pine, blueberries, lettuce. I'll put cucumber, carrot. Long came Mala, who changed my life in so many ways. He's an introvert and I'm an extrovert. Those two vibes, personalities, souls, when we come together, it is synergy. I really enjoyed creating this video because it's been 12 years, so it allowed me to internalize and reflect on how I felt when I was coming on a holiday to Jamaica, wanting and wishing and imagining myself living, working in Jamaica and not being on a holiday. It has had its ups and downs and its challenges. I am living in a country where I wasn't born and raised. If I had to make the decision again of moving to Jamaica, would I do it? Yes, I would. Who'd have known I'd end up being in a relationship with a Rastafarian? He has brought so much into my life that has only enhanced my well-being, my wellness, who I am. I know that likewise, I've done the same for him. If you liked this video and enjoyed my story, please do let me know by typing it in the comments, subscribing to my channel. And if you want to know more about my experiences and my journey and my life in Jamaica, please let me know and I will be happy to make some more content. Until next time, everybody, remember to learn, love and live. Stay blessed.